and I'm here to do my Giant Life 2018, and this is a unique art journaling journey using playing cards. But you don't have to use playing cards. You could use flashcards, you could use art journal pages, you could use watercolor paper, you could use postcards. You know, the ideas are endless of how to create an art journal page. So this is for the month of July, and it's my giant happy place. Where is it, or what is it? All right, and it is usually the beach for me in the summertime. I do love to go to the beach. However, now that I moved to Reno, Nevada, we don't really have a beach close by. We have Lake Tahoe, which is a gorgeous lake, absolutely beautiful, and they do have beaches right along the areas of the lake. However, you know, my favorite place to go to when life stresses me out, or I'm having a hard day, or, you know, just want to relax, want to chill and create, that is my art room. So I'm going to create a card based on my giant happy place, which is my art room. All right, so I hope that you enjoy my process. I'm going to use a lot of little bits and pieces of leftover scraps that I have in my stash, and then I'll be back to explain what I'm going to do next. So I hope you enjoy my process and that you stick around. Thanks for watching. Alright, so I forgot to turn my camera back on, so I put a thin layer of gesso and then I took off some of it using, I wiped away some areas that I wanted to show through a little bit more than what the gesso is allowing to show through. So I kind of go around and kind of try to wipe, the excess off. And then I'm just going to go ahead and dry it. I'll be back in a minute. I'm taking a little bit of fluid acrylic, so I'm going to scrape some across using a gift card. Alright, so I'm going to put something over the top of this after I've scraped some paint and kind of grunged up the page a little bit. I kind of like doing that sometimes. So now I'm going to add this shape, and you'll see why in a minute, why I'm doing that. So I'm going to adhere this on. If I can find my, there it is, my bottle that I use. Put the medium down. Alright, so what I like to do next is sometimes to make things faster rather than having to draw out another face, I will sometimes take a face I've already done and photocopy it in black and white, and then I will use this face in my art. But I'll add color back in to the face, and I'll add hair. So that's what I'm going to do with this. I did a girl a while ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen this face. And yeah, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, you won't see some things I'll post on my Facebook group as well as on my Facebook page. And sometimes I'll post things just to my Instagram, and sometimes I'll post everything to all my social media sites. So just depending on how I feel about sharing, you'll see certain things in certain social media sites, and they may not all be there. And it looks like I picked up a little bit of blue from the card, and I'm not concerned about that. So I've got her face down, and then I'm going to dry her off, and I'll be back in a few. Accidentally forgot to turn on my camera. I don't know what's going on, anyhow, I came in and I actually used some these Derwent Color Soft pencils, which I love because they really blend nicely. And I came in with that. Then I used this color, the ochre, kind of to add some shadows and shading around her face. And I also used the peach tone for the most of her face, and unfortunately it did kind of pick up some of the Stabilo oil pencil that I had used to kind of outline her face before I added color. So it kind of added some black marks, but I'm not too concerned because it kind of adds a little more shadow to it. And then when I was done outlining and stuff, I came in and added the highlights to her eyes and her nose and her lips and things like that. And so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to add some color to her eyes. And then I'll come back in and add the highlights too for her eye area. And I thought I had a darker color for her eyes here, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm going to come in and do this. Okay. And then I'm going to add the highlights. And then I'll finish up the rest of this page in a little bit. Alright, so I don't know what's going on with my camera. It keeps shutting off. But anyways, I went ahead and cut out these paint brushes, Blick paint brushes, and I'm going to go ahead and hear those down out of a catalog. And I've got a butterfly that I stamped onto some jelly printed paper. And I'm going to adhere that down, and you'll see me add a few other things, bits and pieces to this page. Or should I say to this card. So I don't know what's going on with my camera. It keeps shutting off. I don't know the deal. But anyways, I took a nail color 2 and went over her face, over the pencil, to add a little bit more color to her face. And when I do that, sometimes I don't wet it down, the nail colors 2s. I'll just go ahead and put it on, and then I'll take a tortillon, one of these stub thingies, and I go around and basically kind of move around the color, blend it in a little better. So now what I did was, my camera shut off, and I had cut out these paint brushes out of a Dick Blick catalog, and I outlined it with my food ball pen. And so now I've cut out some of my flowers that I've done in the past, and I'm going to go ahead and glue them in different spots over the writing on the brushes. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to glue these down like that, kind of. And then I have, this is like a material like sticker kind of thing, like washi tape, but made out of material. I got it at Daiso, Japan. It comes in a big strip like this, and it has adhesive already on the back. I'll show you, see the back, and so you peel that off. And I cut it out to look like a collar on her dress. So that's where I'm putting this. And then I'm going to glue these things down, and then I'm just going to add some extra marks and things to make this add a little more interest to my page, etc. And then I will call it a day. So don't forget to check out all the lovely artists that are involved in My Giant Life. Don't forget to go check them out. I have posted links down at the bottom to their videos for this month. And don't forget to check out my Facebook group, and I also posted a link down in the bottom in the description box below, a link on how to get to there. So thanks for watching, and like I said, don't go away yet because I am going to finish this page up. So thanks again.